Good morning, everyone. Just letting everybody into the call here. Can somebody just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay? Thanks, Jared. All right, so I'm letting everybody in. I did come today with an agenda, so I'll go over that with you guys at the beginning here. Or actually, let me just open up for any wins. Any guys have any? I haven't talked to you guys for a couple weeks, except for the people that were on the attraction call earlier today and on Jeff and Kelly's daily huddle. And just so you guys know, I try to always make the daily huddle. I'm usually there Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. I can't make Wednesdays and Fridays. So if you couldn't make our call and you had a question, you can, I mean, Jeff doesn't care. Just, open it up, ask a question during the daily huddle. We do this for just basically to have a way to stay engaged each week with the agents in our group and agents in within the organization in general. What I mean by that is I send out our newsletter to people who are within Darren and my group. We call it the Cottrill-Bengel group. However, Larry also sends out the newsletter to everybody in his organization, and we welcome everybody with open arms. We're an organization that cares about growth, cares about value, cares about bringing that value to the agents who are part of our group. And as Jeff Russell always says, sharing is caring, and we truly, live by that mantra. So it's not just lip service for us. We do really do live by that every day. But while we let a couple more people into the Zoom call, does anybody have any wins for the week? Sorry, I'm getting emails and texts. Okay. Let's see in the chat. Do you guys have anything in the is something in the chat? Okay, no. So any wins? Come on, guys. Any wins? Anything go? Any closes? I see most of your closes when they happen, but I don't know when you list or if capped. I don't see them after you cap.
I
So
have, I
yeah,
had,
yeah. I
yeah,
don't see yours, April. You capped a long time ago.
I did, and I had two closings on Friday and got a really large REO assignment.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
That's
over 2 million.
fantastic. Yeah, I love to hear it. Love to hear that. And I hope, everybody in the group can be telling me those same things here, in the very near future. We are, from what I'm seeing, from what Darren has been telling me, is we are getting more traction. My God, he's been talking. I don't even know where he is this week. I know he's somewhere. But last week he was in. Where was he? I forget where he was. He was somewhere, but he was talking to some pretty a company with a large potential for us as a group. And this is like every week he tells me this. So I know he's working really hard to get our group as much activity as possible. And Louis Amaya, who was on our Friday call with Larry, I thought it was a great call. I got a lot out of it. I watched the replay and I put it in the newsletter. It's on my YouTube. It's not on the main YouTube yet. I'm in Florida, and for some reason I can't post things on my YouTube without I just can't haven't figured it out yet. So I just put on my personal one. But it's in the newsletter, so you can see it. But thanks for that, April. I appreciate it. Any other wins from you guys before I get into the agenda for today? Come on, guys, you got wins. Be like Larry. We're not moving on until you have 3 wins. No. All right. All right, you guys. I appreciate you being on the call. So, the things that I want to talk about today, first of all, in the newsletter, and I don't have my normal 3 screens, so I'm challenged here a little bit. Let me pull up my newsletter. Just wanted to review the different things that we had there. Number one, we had 2 really good calls with Larry last week. Larry ran the agent attraction call and also ran the morning huddle, the Monday morning group meeting, which is this is that meeting. And we did record them. I think we're going to start recording our calls again. We're actually recording this call as well. You probably saw that notification. We stopped doing it for a little while, but I think it's better if you guys have access to these. If you're not able to be on these calls, there's nothing that I feel that we're talking about that is like truly proprietary that we couldn't get out there. If something's said on the call and it's like, well, maybe we shouldn't, publish this one or whatever, then I won't. But for the most part, these calls are pretty, they're group specific, but a lot of agents can't be on the call because they're on a listening appointments or they're doing training. I know today we have a fast cap training at the same time as the REO training with Jeff Russell, but Jeff does record that call, so you'll be able to see that later. But yeah, when you get a chance, review the newsletter. The big takeaways were we changed the onboarding call days to Tuesday, Wednesday instead of Tuesday, Thursday. And you guys, if even if you have onboarded a year ago, you can jump on the onboarding call. It's totally fine. Emily Cottrill does this for us. Emily is Darren's daughter. She also has her own business that does helping people put together projects and different things that are internet or like YouTube video or putting together your social media advertising. But she does the onboarding for us as well. We trained Emily to do that. She works with Regina Moore, who's our transactional coordinator, who helps us agents with our group within our group whenever we have challenges with getting documents signed or we need something handled for a file. She's on those calls as well, but they're going to be Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They're in the newsletter. Tuesday is actually going to be the call with just Emily, and then Wednesday is going to be the call with Emily and Regina. So if you have some Sky Slope questions, or you just want to say hi to Regina, just jump on the call and say hi on Wednesday and jump off. That's fine too. Um, the YouTube videos that we put in this week's newsletter were pretty good. I thought, I vet most of them. Try to listen to them, but Brent Cove had a really good one on mastering sales. And if you guys don't know who Brent Cove is, Brent is one of the most successful EXP agents in the attraction arena, but he's also a really great agent, and that's how he got to be a great attractor is from being a really great agent first. And that video was pretty good. And the video Larry did last week for me are on the YouTube and also in the newsletter. Larry's mastermind with um, Louis Amaya was phenomenal last week. If you can only watch one video, watch that one. It was really good. Lewis gave a lot of insight into running an asset management company. He runs PEMCO. PEMCO is also part of the REO Alliance, which everybody on this call should be in Larry's network for the REO Alliance. So MCM Capital, Templeview Capital, United Asset Managers, PEMCO, and BSI. So those companies often reach out to Larry for agents. Just as an asset manager might reach out to REO Network for an agent, they also are reaching out to Larry, at least those particular companies. So definitely have a conversation with Larry if you haven't had one with him in the last 1 month or so or 2 months. Put time on his calendar. If you don't know, you don't have his calendar invite, just send me an email. I'll send you his link. And it's going to be too hard for me to try to find it during this call, especially since I don't have my normal 3 screens up and running today. Also in the newsletter, there's a section about now you have CRM choice. You don't have to just use KV Core as your CRM. I don't think this goes into effect until July, however, but you're going to have a choice from a couple different companies, Lofty, Close, or Bold Trail, which will now be basically KV Core. So if you have some questions about that, we'll probably be doing some training. Well, I know we will. We'll be doing some training next Monday during our sales meeting call, which Jeff Russell and Kelly Jones run the sales meeting call. It's later in the day on Monday, but it's only once a month. So try to make that call if you can. Information will be in the newsletter. If you're not sure, you can email me. You can send me a text message, and I'll get back to you on that too. And by the way, Latonya, you sent me a text message. I'll get back to you later today. It's so hard for me to try to run this call and look at other things. I lose things on my screen so easily. but I'll get back to you today about that. If you guys are looking for a tax write-off event to go to, I would recommend go to Build 2025. We have Dallas coming up July 30th and 31st. Maybe it wouldn't be my first choice on for a vacation, but I love Dallas. Los Angeles at Disney World July 31st. Orlando, Florida, August 3rd to 7th. I heard that's going to be a cruise. Uh, Boston in August, Salem, Oregon in August. Not sure how far that is from you, Angela and Jared, if that's, pretty within reason to get to, but that's going to be August 23rd. Charlotte, North Carolina in September. Barcelona, Spain, September 20th to 21st. Might have to go to that one. Although I'm supposed to be in Atlanta those same days. And then Vancouver in October 3rd. So that's Bill 2025. Bill 2025 is put on by Brent Gove. I think you guys are seeing a theme here. Brent Gove does a lot, not only with his organization in EXP, but for the EXP in general. As a matter of fact, I believe Jeff and Kelly are going to be meeting with him in the next few days. They do this, and Phil, lucky too to have Jeff attached or be part of this group, and he's meeting with Brent on basically a quarterly basis, having private one-on-one conversations because he brings that back to us. It brings it back to us during the daily huddles, during the group sales meetings. So this is another way that the group is at trying to add value to you guys as members. So he will be working with Brent here in the next few days, and then Larry meets with not only Brent Gove but Russ Lagon, who's president of Growth, meets with Leah Parajwa, who's CEO of the entire company. Sometimes Glenn Sanford is at these meetings, but they meet monthly in Dallas. And I believe they just met 2 weeks ago. They'll be meeting here again in a couple weeks. But when they meet at these in Dallas, what they're going over is they're brainstorming for the entire 80,000 agent organization. And Larry's part of that. He's a very intimate part of that. He's with these guys a lot, and he's helping make some of these decisions like CRM choice, like co-sponsorship. All these things are coming to us as agents and brokers so that we can stay ahead of the game. And over the next 12 months, you're going to be hearing so much about AI and the introduction of AI into the business model. And, AI could go sideways very, very fast. So we want to make sure that when we're adopting AI, we're doing it correctly and we're understanding it as well as we possibly can. And as Larry has said multiple times, AI is never going to replace you, but good agents using AI could. So we want to make sure that you're understanding, just like the internet came out back in the 90s or whenever it came out. It didn't replace people right away, but now everything is internet related. Everything is based on online views and Google searches, and using the companies that have adopted the websites like Redfin and Realtor.com and Zillow and all these companies that your clients use, even though you would rather them be set up on searches, to find the properties. They're using this stuff because either they just like to look at properties, or maybe they're 5 years out. Maybe like for me, I'm looking to move in 2 years. To try to downsize. We're starting to look around now. I haven't started working, even though I am an agent. I'll probably work with an agent. Uh, but we're looking, and you just never know. When you want to be engage with an agent as soon as that look starts. Really, you never want to lose engagement with them. You want to always be part of their sphere. So I am going to throw something in the chat here. This is part of what we want to talk about today. Let me just see chat. This is a Google form for 5-star. So I have only 2 people that have responded to this form so far. Oh, wait, I think I sent. Can you guys see if you can open that? I might have sent the wrong form here. Let me just. Did that open for you guys? Anybody try to open it? I might have sent you my side of it. Let me just
It opened.
Oh, did it open? You can fill it out?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Then we're good. Okay. Yeah, if you get a chance, if you know you're going to 5-star, fill out that form. What I'll be doing in July and August is setting up my calendar, trying to meet with everybody. We're going to have some fun, hopefully have some fun things to do there. Meet and greet is is in the planning stages of Five Star. We've always done meet and greets, but sometimes they weren't. Last year's was really good, so we were going to try to duplicate last year's. And I've been talking to Darren about that. He liked the way it ran last year. We actually did two meet and greets last year. One was kind of like a ad hoc one that we just like set up at a local place, but the other one was hold on one second. Sorry, this is 2 o'clock. Sorry, guys. I'm in my hotel room and they're trying to not kick me out, but anyhow. So yeah, fill out that form and we'll set up some time where we can definitely, yeah, you guys are already filling it out, so fantastic. So what else is on my agenda for today? So we talked about the wealth building call with Lewis on Friday. Try to watch that. The onboarding days and times. Yeah, that's pretty much all I really need to go over with you guys today. Anything on that you guys wanted to go over with me or anything on your minds right now that you needed to discuss? Um, if you don't know about it, it is in the newsletter. Jeff Russell is having his REO training call today. It's actually being run by Robert Wellcart, which is really a privilege for us because Robert does all the certification classes. Well, doesn't do all of them, but he does a couple of the certification classes for EXP. He's also doing our Wednesday training for the listing leads that we're getting. We're piloting this right now. This is a new program for us. We are trying to add value and try to get you guys leads for listing assignments. And Robert's being instrumental in helping develop that for us as a group. So if you can't be on the REO call later today, I think it's 11 Pacific time. Does that sound right? It's in the newsletter. So if you're not sure, certainly refer to the newsletter. And again, if you don't have the newsletter, you need it, just send me an email and I'll get that over to you today. But yeah, try to make that REO call and then try to make Robert's Wednesday call. He actually does two calls on Wednesday. One is specific for the listing leads program. The other one is more how to track and measure your results. And if you want more information or you want leads, send me an email. We'll set up a time. We'll talk a little bit about it and get you guys some leads. Michonne's run some of these calls. I know he's run through a lot of calls. Hasn't spoken to a ton of people, but the whole idea is that we get Larry and I get better at pulling the lists. We get better at pulling the leads. And one thing, if you guys don't know anything about Larry, I mean, he's a perfectionist at heart, so we will get better at this as time goes on. But it is a new program that we're just trying to roll out.
Hey, Eric, I have a quick question on those leads.
Yes,
Okay. Now, are they scrubbed or before we get them, or is that something that we do for do not
yes.
call?
Yes, the scrub for do not call. Yes,
They are scrubbed?
yes,
Okay, perfect. Okay.
yes. All right. Anything else on anybody's mind today? All right. Well, if not, we'll end the call early. I did record it, so if anybody wants to watch it in next week's newsletter, you can do that. Um, yeah. If you guys need anything, I'll stay on the call until the end, until you guys are all signed out in case somebody did want to ask me a question. But again, if you need me for anything, text me, email me. I'm around most of today. I have a flight, but it's not till later today. Tomorrow, I'm in the office all day long, so you can get a hold of me all day long tomorrow for sure. So, all right, guys, we have a good rest of the day, and we'll see you on the REO call with Robert Wellcott later today, if you can make it.
Do you know when we get the sign up or when they start sending out 5 star tickets or however you start signing up first?
You can register for Five Star now. and we have a discount code. Do you have the discount code?
No.
Okay, I'll send it to you, Michelle. Yeah, it's in the REO newsletter. I think it's just
Okay.
ADR 100, but
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I have the newsletter.
yeah, okay. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming today. Again, if you guys need me, just send me an email, text me. I'm around all day. I can answer any questions for about the next 3 hours. I'm good.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. See you later.